blue streak speeds by. Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast for the naked eye. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic, the blue blur, has sped through quite a number of games. From the obvious, such as Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games, to Angry Birds and Spike Out. Joe Montana 2? In this video, we'll be covering all of the Sonic the Hedgehog crossovers. Sonic was huge, as in the only real competition to Mario huge, and Sega wanted everyone to know that, so they plastered Sonic's face basically everywhere they could back in the day. Like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and in Sonic Lost World you could run around Yoshi's Island, and in Hyrule. But getting more into the old stuff, let's continue this crossover web. Remember Billy Hatcher? Yeah, me neither, but he makes a cameo in Sonic Riders. Sonic is also seen dancing with Samba de Amigo, and is seen in Phantasy Star, Jet Set Radio, Monkey Ball, and Knights. He's in a commercial for Ty the Tasmanian Tiger where we also see Crash and Spyro bedridden in a hospital bed. Because oh yes, Ty here is just that powerful. In Fighting Vipers you can play as Sonic, Tails, and in another Fighting Vipers game, Pepsi Man. Yes, Pepsi Man, the one and only. Pepsi Man! Sonic is a playable character in Wacky Worlds. A giant Sonic balloon is seen in Beach Spikers. You can race Sonic in Bug. Something tells me that's a little unfair. And upon completing Choo Choo Rocket, you can replace the Choo Choos with Chows, an adorable species from Sonic. You can find Sonic sunbathing in the Crusader of Senti, and his image is carved into a mountain in Daytona, USA. And, by the way, the Hornet car from Daytona, USA is also found in Ridge Racer. Just a little bonus fact for you, because I doubt that crossover will ever come up in this series again. Sonic and Tails are found all over Sega billboards in Formula 1 and on a stadium TV in Joe Montana 2. Sonic billboards are also in Last Bronx, Outrunners, Scud Race, and Pro Yaku GG League. Also on a poster in Pet Club, Popful Mail, and as an adorable hedgehog-scented air freshener in Radmobile, which actually came out before the first Sonic game. Little fun fact for you. I like Sonic when he was an air freshener, before he was cool. Sonic is also seen on a calendar in Toy Commander, in an elevator in Spike Out, in Sega Ski Super G, and you can get a Sonic Tamagotchi in Tamagotchi Park. There's a Sonic branded life jacket in Wave Runner, Sonic and Friends are playable in Virtua Striker 3, and there are yet more Sonic posters in a Tom and Jerry game. You can see Sonic hit the gym in Segagaga. Segagaga also has Alex Kidd, Alice Landale, Ney from Phantasy Star, Amigo, Astel, Knights, Opa Opa, Ristar, Ryu Hazuki, and Sir Tungara. And now, let's cover the elephant in the room, the Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing duology. This was essentially Sega's answer to Mario Kart, and throws in a bit of Smash Bros in there too with the whole idea of taking a bunch of their franchises and putting them into one game, rather than just Sonic. So let's get started. Characters from other than the Sonic franchise are I from Super Monkey Ball, Amigo, Billy Hatcher, Beat from Jet Set Radio, Ooh La La from Space Channel 5, BD Joe from Crazy Taxi, Zombio and Zombico from House of the Dead, Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue, Jackie Bryant and Akira Yuki from Virtua Fighter, Mobo and Robo from the Bonanza Bros, the Choo Choos from Choo Choo Rocket, Opa Opa from Fantasy Zone, and Alex Kidd from none other than Alex Kidd. In the Xbox 360 version, you can also play as Banjo and Kazooie. Then its sequel, Transformed, brought in more characters from those same series, but also some from a few others. Those others are Gilius from Golden Axe, Vice from Skies of Arcadia, Joe Musashi from Shinobi, Wreck-It Ralph, a football manager, one of these is not like the other, a Shogun from Total War, well, this is just getting weirder, the Heavy Spy and Pyro from Team Fortress 2, and General Winter from Company of Heroes. Also Honeydew from Yogscast, a Let's Player. And those are just the playable characters. You can also see Ristar, and there are tracks based on Afterburner, Panzer Dragoon, and Burning Rangers. There's also a Sega tennis game with a bunch of these characters, but that's all, just more of the same characters. Now that we got a break from the old stuff, let's get right back into the old stuff. One of the birds you save in the original Sonic trilogy is named Flicky, and he's actually the star of his own game, called Flicky. A wall carving of Sonic's face can be seen in the background of the final cutscene of the Mega Drive version of Amazing Spider-Man vs. Kingpin. Though only barely, you really have to squint for it. You can erect a Sonic statue in SimCity 2000 for Sega Saturn. Sonic's shoes are seen beside a trash can in Donkey Kong Country, claiming he has no hope. Also, that's Earthworm Jim's blaster. Sonic makes more cameos in Sega Splash Golf, Taiko no Tatsujin, Farm Hokorina, Smash Bros, of course, and in Sonic Dash, Angry Birds make a cameo. Sonic is seen on the scoreboard of Sports Talk Baseball, in the menu of Ultimate Soccer, and Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP2. Sonic is on even more billboards, such as the ones found in the Genesis version of F1, Wimbledon Championship Tennis, LA Machine Guns, Alien Front, The Incredible Hulk, The Simpsons, and Gran Turismo 6. Sonic is everywhere. You can get a Sonic lure in Sega Bass Fishing because blue hedgehogs, bass just love them. They're so delicious looking. You can get a Sonic bobblehead in Virtua Cop, a Sonic tennis racket in Virtua Tennis, and you can wear costumes of Sonic in Little Big Planet, Monster Hunter, Hatsune Miku Project Diva, Spiral Knights, and Mario Kart 8. In NBA 2K on the Dreamcast, there's a team named the Hedgehogs. They have Sonic all over themselves. In Puyo Puyo 15th Anniversary, you can replace the Puyos with Sonic characters. In Sega Rally, you can get a Shadow the Hedgehog paint job. In Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, you can fight in Green Hill Zone. And then there's LEGO Dimensions, which brings in way too many things. LEGO will get its own episode eventually. And lastly, there is of course, the Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Unite comic book series. A comic book series about Sonic and Mega Man, and their worlds uniting. I saved this for last since the comic books aren't canon to either game series. Not like a lot of these other things are, but I'm sure you know what I mean. But I felt like bringing this up anyway. Sonic and Mega Man in this series also meet characters from Breath of Fire, Beautiful Joe, Monster Hunter, Okami, Ghosts and Goblins, and Street Fighter. And I'm going to leave out the Archie comic series this time around, because including that would make Sonic just explode even further, and this episode would go from like under 10 minutes to an hour, so I'm not gonna count that for now. Comic books are a whole universe in and of themselves, so comic books will be their own future video, whenever that happens. So tell me down below, did I miss any? Also, what series should I cover next? Please let me know down below. Thank you for watching, and stay awesome.